So the last position on this list is a position that a lot of times you don't think about when you get certified with a CCNA certification. So most of us, we go directly to those networking roles: network technician, network admin, network engineer, uh, network senior engineer. So we go directly to those roles. But one of the roles that was on this list that I found interesting was the pre-sales engineer. So the pre-sales engineer, they basically act as a technical expert, bridging the gap between sales and technical expertise by understanding customer needs, presenting technical solutions, and collaborating with the sales teams to drive revenue growth and build customer relationships. So with this position, they usually work for a reseller. So if it's a company that's reselling, let's say you're reselling Cisco equipment, or maybe you're a Cisco partner, or maybe you're another company that sells networking equipment. So a lot of times this pre-sales engineer is the one that goes in, they're pretty much the ones that's gonna have the technical aspect, then also they know that customer service and that sales aspect. So pretty much if they're talking to someone who's not technical, they can break it down to where that person understands what's going on. But then with this particular position, a lot of times when you look at the salaries is fairly high for this position. So it's almost like any sales job. Well, not any sales, but car sales, things like that, where you get commission. You also get commission with these jobs here. So when you look at the average salary of a pre-sales engineer, it's roughly around 122,000 in the US. But like I said, that includes your cash bonuses, commissions could make it a lot way more higher. So this pre-sales engineer, like I said, it comes with a pretty decent salary. Well, not pretty decent. It comes with a great salary. So if you're someone that listens to this and you're a pre-sales engineer, if you would just leave me a comment. Let me know how you like this position, because you don't meet too many pre-sales engineer, or you meet them, it never comes up what they may do. So this is a very interesting role because, like I said, it does have an interesting salary, and it's something that's different from where we think about with the CCNA. Usually we think about, I'm going to go in here, I'm going to configure some routers and switches, I'm doing that. But this pre-sales engineer is basically on the sales side. So if you're not hip on sales, a lot of times, like I said, sales with commissions, if you're a go-getter, if you're hungry, by any means necessary, a lot of times you can do pretty good in sales. Any kind of sales that does commissions and where the commission structure is pretty decent, you're usually able to go in and get pretty good in that position. Some of the skills needed, or some of the skills used here, basically this pre-sales engineer may be creating demos, helping to write and answering client questions, and sometimes doing proof of concept deployment. So basically, let's say that your organization is trying to implement, let's pick on DNA Center. Your organization trying to implement DNA Center. This pre-sales engineer may be the one that maybe try to set up a demo for you to kind of see how things look. They may be the ones doing usually right now everyone doing the Zoom meeting. So they may be the one doing Zoom, giving the presentation. And then also they're the ones that's able to take what your network has now and see how that integrates in your network. So then whatever they don't know, usually they have a more technical person that they can rely on to help them out, just to make sure that whatever they're trying to sell you fits your organization and that is something that will provide value to you. So like I said, this position I think is a great position if someone was to get in this position, because like I said, it's very lucrative. But like I said, if you do this position, please leave me a comment. Let me know how you like it. I'm willing to hear your input and your insights on this.